Welcome to My Story on Obi Manso TV, a platform for the Ghanaian community in Germany. Share your journey and connect with us.
My Story on Obi Manso TV, sharing the journeys of Ghanaians in Germany.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Daniel. You can call me Danny or Kofi Baboni. I'm your host on Obi Manso TV on our program My Story. It's been a while since we were here. I think we were here 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, right? With our brother De Graft. And after our conversation, I've received a lot of messages, a lot of calls concerning the program. So I made a quick update, a short video, which is on our platform. You can watch it. There were calls from some of our viewers that we should do the program in English. So we decided to do it in English. So I made a quick update informing our viewers that if anyone want to come on the show, who want to speak English, there's no problem, you can come. I said the English shouldn't be, the language shouldn't be a barrier for anyone that want to watch the video. And I have received a lot of messages. And have you received messages since our last video?
No, I think apart from the ones that you informed me about.
Okay, because you did not leave your number, that's why. Yeah, I have been receiving messages. And hey, as compared to the number of calls that I've received, as compared to our subscribers, please, we are pleading with you to subscribe to our channel, because we are now having just 29 subscribers, which is normal because we are new here. Although the channel has been there since 2018, we're not doing anything on the channel. So we just started about 2-3 weeks ago, and we do appreciate it. It's normal, but please, as compared to the number of messages and then the calls I've received, at least if everyone is to subscribe, then maybe we will be about 100 subscribers now. So we are just pleading with you to subscribe to our channel, just to motivate us to do more videos. And then I'm also remembering you that the other program is still there. We do worship sometimes here, and then the other program which is called Born in Europe, that one too, we've not forgotten. We are working on it, but we just need some time, and I'm doing everything alone, so it will take some time, which we are working on it. And then I will use this opportunity to call each and everyone who wants to come on the channel. Just come and then have conversation with us in any language that you want to. Maybe even if you want to have a translator, you just bring a translator, so we have fun in our car. So once again, thank you very much for watching our videos. And we are here, as I said, we are here to stay. So no matter what happens, we will come, even though we don't have much time to be coming here every day because of our work. But we are doing our best to bring you contents or videos or interviews anytime on our free time always. So thank you very much once again. My brother, welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
And quick update. We had a video with our brother. He's a student in Germany, which was in Ghanaian language. And the video is still on our platform. If you want to watch, you can go and watch it. If only you can understand the Ghanaian language. The main reason why we are doing it back here in English, that people were complaining. A lot of people wanted to know about the video, much about it. So we decided to do it in English too. That's why but the video is still there. If you want to watch it, you can go and watch it. I understand, because even our own Ghanaians, most of the Ghanaians are not familiar with the Ghanaian language, because in Ghana we have a lot of languages. That's why. So I understand. And so we decided to do it back in English. And then there were questions from some of our viewers asking, because he introduced, or he gave us 2 processes that you can, if you're in Africa. I don't know if it's in Africa, general in Africa, but he will explain. I know we are talking about from Ghana, which we are familiar to. He was like, if you want to do a process to come here to, how do we call it, to study here or for your masters, the process are, one is declaration of commitment, which you have a family member here or anyone that is willing to assist you, giving you a letter that he can cover you up with the expenses and everything. That one is there. And then he also made us know that there's also one called blog account, right? Yeah, this is the two he explained to us. But according to the people, I've received a lot of calls. Edith, one lady from Ghana, I know you'll be watching the video today, and then Eben. Also, they were asking me, they are willing to come to Germany to study or to further their education, but they don't know anyone here to help them, and they don't also have that 12,000 euros for the declaration of commitment. So are we leaving them out, or what can we do to help them? But I told them, I personally, I cannot do anything to help. There are rules and regulations covering everything. I don't know if it's everywhere in Africa, but I think the process will be the same. So we are here. Our brother De Graft is here today once again to take us through again and explain everything in English, and then bring in their question so he can answer for everyone to be clear. So, Brother De Graft, once again, welcome again to Obimanso TV, my story. And I will leave the platform for you to give us some. Or will you like to introduce yourself again, or you just go straight
Well, I'll go straight because I think most of them already know me.
Okay.
So, as we discussed the other time, I introduced about the study in Germany or in Europe. Because of the EU law, I think most of the things or the regulations are similar.
Yeah.
So some of the things we are going to discuss applies to some of the EU countries as well.
Okay.
So in this, for our previous video, I talked about the blocked account and then the formal obligation letter or the declaration of commitment.
Okay.
So for those ones, it applies to everyone that is willing to study in Germany. Wherever you are around the globe, it applies to you.
Okay.
So there are also other options if you are not able to go by these two that we discussed previously. There are other options like scholarships.
What are the two? Can you please explain the two very well? Because there are a lot of people that did not watch the other video, and even they watched it. Some people are saying they don't understand the Ghanaian language. So maybe if you can go over and explain these two to us before you come to the main topic.
Okay. So for the other two, the blocked accounts, you would have to create an account with a German bank, and normally they have a platform that you can do that. We have Expatriate and then Fintiba that you can create an account through them. And for those ones, they can help you with other documents like the student health insurance and all those stuff. So they can help you whilst you are creating the blocked account. They are going to do all those things in addition to that, and then bring you those documents for your visa interview. And then for the formal obligation, you normally have to know someone living in Germany. And then that person has to be like someone having a good living here. The person has to have a good job and then a kind of good accommodation that they can accommodate you once you arrive. Okay. So the person is literally proving that he or she can take care of you when you arrive in Germany. Oh, okay. So that is the other option. So normally these things are not required by the university you are applying to, but rather the embassy. So you can do your school application or for application for the admission without these documents. Okay. So once you get the admission, you would need to provide these ones for your visa interview. So basically, that is what we described or we discussed in the previous video.
So before you go forward for the visa application, you need to do your inquiries or to get all these things you've mentioned before you go forward, because the embassy will ask them.
Yes, they are definitely going to ask for them. Without it, they cannot process your visa. And normally on the visa application portal or the embassy's page, they have this list of documents you would require to apply for the specific visa you are applying for. So as a student, when you go to the portal or the page, they have these documents the document they require for your visa processing. So you have to get every single document listed over there. There is none like opposite, because everything has to be verified before you arrive in Germany.
But is it still possible that you can get all these documents but they will still refuse you the visa?
Yes, because if you are not able to prove that you are coming for studies. Someone will have the admission and have all the documents, but will not be able to communicate well during the visa interview, and that will get you denied.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to answer questions in the appropriate way, like in the way they expect it. So without that, I think you will get your visa refused.
But you pay the visa fee.
Yes, you pay. They will take the money.
How much is the visa fee?
When I was doing I think it was 75 euros.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you have any idea if this process is applied to all the countries that I want to come here to study, or the African country, or it's only applied to Ghanaian students?
It applies to everyone in Africa. Yes, because I think most of the African countries even do their visa application in Ghana. Yes.
Okay.
And then some of Ghanaians too try to do it in other African countries.
But why? Is it because they don't have embassies there, or why?
Yes, I think they don't have embassies in those countries. So I think they combine those countries, maybe 4 or 5 countries, into one country. So
what I know is I know a guy that wanted to study in the US. He wanted to apply for his visa in South Africa. His reason was in Ghana they always refuse them, but in South Africa they were. I don't know what the difference
it's
is.
a kind of a misconception that I would say, because when you have the document and then you are able to communicate well during the visa interview, you get it
and
easily.
If everything is genuine,
yes, because I think for other countries like South Africa, most people don't travel outside their country through that process.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's easy to get appointments and all that. But in Ghana, a lot of people are traveling all the time, so getting appointments is very difficult.
Okay.
And then once they see people are traveling that much, they need to make the rules like a bit strict.
Tight,
Yes, so you need to prepare very well for the interview to get your visa. So if you don't communicate well during your visa interview, you literally get everything, like get your visa rejected.
Okay, so then let's come to the main topic. I know this one we've discussed it already. We were just need to clarify it in English since our previous video was in our Ghanaian language. So let's come to our main topic. What about those people that want to come but they don't know anyone here, or they don't have that 12,000 euros for the blocked account? What are they supposed to do? How are they going to get the opportunity or the instinct to come here?
Okay, so if you are willing to come to Germany or any other European country which you don't know anyone here, there are other options. The other options are scholarships that you can apply for.
Okay.
And then these scholarships, they have one that you can only apply when you arrive in Germany. And then they have one that you can apply whilst you are in your country before you arrive in Germany. Okay. So the ones that we are going to discuss the one that you can apply while you are in your country.
Yeah. Because I was even going to ask, how is that going to be possible? Because the person needs visa to come here.
Yes. So one of them is the DAAD scholarship.
Okay.
And that one is usually for German schools. So if you are interested in internship here, if you are coming to pursue a master's, a PhD, or a postdoc, you can apply for this scholarship. And then normally this scholarship covers your traveling expenses and then your cost of living here. They pay for all those things. Okay. So, and it's a very competitive scholarship. I would say it's one of the largest organizations that provide funding for studies in Germany. Okay. So it's very competitive. You need to have good results, like a good academic background before you can secure these scholarships.
Oh, okay.
So before you apply, you need the documents I listed earlier, like your transcripts, your CV, your motivation letter, your passports, and then recommendations. And then the recommendations, I will advise you get it from someone with or someone in academia, like professors or lecturers. Okay. So those people can write a perfect or like a good recommendation for you for these type of scholarships. So, and then they prefer mostly that because this is an academic field. So you need someone with like who is in academia that can write that kind of recommendation for you. You can also get someone in maybe in the corporate industry, like the corporate world, like someone you are working with, your boss in the industry, who can also write it for you. But I would I wouldn't advise you go for those ones.
Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes these scholarships, based on the program you are applying for, they require someone with at least 2 years of experience. Yes. So without 2 years experience, your chances of securing it
It's
is
also
a bit
less.
low.
Okay.
So that is one option. And then we have another one, which is the Erasmus Mundus.
Uh-huh.
The Erasmus Mundus is also a very strong, or I would say a prestigious one.
Okay.
So that one too, you need a very, very strong academic background to secure it.
After the, more than the previous one you just said,
Yes.
you need more academic, very good academic background.
Yes, because
than the
this
other
one is like
Okay.
for all European countries.
Oh, okay.
So, and for this one, you can study in at least, it's not even an option, like you have to study in at least 2 countries in Europe. So when you got when you got a chance to apply for that one, and then you are being given this scholarship, you are going to study in, let's say, 2 European countries.
Oh, okay.
Maybe your first semester you are going to do it in Germany, the
then-
second semester you do it
okay.
another country.
And this all sponsored by the
Sponsored by the scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And then they provide you with living expenses, and then what do we call it?
Everything.
Your traveling
It means
expenses.
it covers everything.
Yes, it covers everything, and
Oh,
then
okay.
covers even your visa application as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's very competitive scholarship, and then for that one you can apply it. You can apply for 3 to 5 programs at the same time.
Okay.
Unlike that which you have to apply through the portal, and normally you have to apply maybe 1 program or 2, depending on the options that's provided under or the requirements of the program. Normally, some of the programs require you apply it direct to their portal, and then sometimes you have to apply it direct to the DAD application portal.
Okay.
But for the Erasmus, you normally do it on the same portal, like you apply for different programs at the same time, and then if you are able to secure, then they will cover everything for you.
Okay. So our brother is explaining everything to us. Now I think things will be clear after this video. But let me ask, who qualifies to study in Germany? Because I know do you have to be a university graduate or to study in Germany? Or because I met one guy, I know maybe you might even know him, that came here. He's studying here. I don't know if he's doing his bachelor or something like that. He just came after his SHS in Ghana. He was not in university. How does that work? Who qualifies to be here or to study here in Germany?
Okay, so I think for what I know now, even if you have the WASI sets or the WASI certificate, you can study in Germany.
Okay.
Because we have options like people who wants to do internship. So for internship is for everyone who wants to get experience in the industry, or maybe if you want to get experience in research in academia, you have the chance to apply for it if you have the WASI set.
Okay.
And then if you have bachelor's, you can also apply for a master's program here. If you have master's, you can apply for a PhD here. If you have a PhD, you can apply for a postdoc.
Okay.
And then even if you are a postdoc and then you want to partner with other universities to do research here, you can still come and then study here. You just need to check the program you are applying for, the requirements the school is asking for,
Okay.
and to see if you meet them, because these things comes with like a kind of reputation. So if you don't have a good background, none of the universities are willing to offer you a program to study or a space to study.
Does the scholarship also apply to this one, the one we are
Yes.
now talking about?
If you want to do internship, postdoc, whatever you want to do here, it covers that.
Okay.
The scholarship is going to cover that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Edith, not only Edith, Eben, those of you that called and those of you that send the message, I think before by the end of this video things will be clear. And it's rather unfortunate that we can't do live, that you can ask direct questions, but I'll be asking your questions for you, for you. So our brother will. Is there anything that you know about all this studying and this stuff? Anything that you would like to tell them? Because I asked the questions based on the people that called me. Maybe there are something that we don't want to leave behind, and then maybe we still have to talk about. Is there anything that you want us to know about this?
Okay, so I will make it short a bit, because for these scholarships, their websites are a bit complicated. So you need to inform yourself about that.
Okay.
You need to watch a lot of videos on YouTube and then read a lot of information about it before you can go ahead and then apply.
Okay.
So before you apply, normally people tend to use AI to generate motivation letters and all that. I would advise you don't do that.
Okay.
And your motivation letter and then your CV speaks a lot about you.
Does it have some disadvantages? Or
Yes,
something?
because you know the field you want to study,
Okay.
and then you know what you have studied.
Okay.
And then if you are preparing such document, you don't need to subject it to AI to generate information for you. It might generate something you have no idea about. Just like generating a CV to apply for a job, and then you go for an interview, they ask you a question from your CV and then you are not able to answer.
Yeah.
It's quite dangerous, because this is academic field, so you need to do
It's like
everything.
somebody writing your exam for you.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you cannot work.
They call you to come and defend yourself. You will not be able to do that.
Yeah.
So as someone coming to study, you need to sit down, take time. I used to share my CV with other people to follow and then write it, but at the end of the day, they will just copy it and then just send it back to you that this is what they've generated. So it's not something you have to do. You have to sit down, take your time, and then do a proper CV, and then write a strong motivation letter. There are questions that you need to answer in your motivation letter. Normally, scholarships like the DAD and then the Erasmus, they provide you the questions that you need to answer in your motivation letter. So you need to read like into details on the website to know whatever they are requiring for. So it requires a lot of time. So you need to take your time, read all those information, and then draft a strong motivation letter. Like I said, it's a competitive scholarship. You will not be able to secure it easily. I remember I had an interview with this Erasmus program. My school was supposed to be in France, so I did an interview. I was called that like I've been given admission, so was left with the scholarship. So I had to do a second interview for the scholarship, and then they never called me. So I can tell you,
they were not convinced.
So it's like
after your how do you call it, your masters in India?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I did one interview with a school in France. So they gave the admission, and then the scholarship was also supposed to do an interview, because the program I was applying for was a new thing in the system, and then it was very competitive. So the school had to do interview different from what the scholarship was going to do. So it's a very competitive scholarship. So you need to draft your document, like everything
you have
has
to
to
put
be
everything in place.
Yes.
Everything must be
and then going for recommendation letters, you need a professor or a lecturer who knows much about you. You cannot go for anyone just like that to write a recommendation letter. They might write some general thing about you,
which might not fit your
So you need someone that can write about your academic background, your habits, your experience, and all that. Someone who can write something strong for you. So these are things you need to know. And then if you do it properly, I can assure you, you can secure these type of scholarship and then come to Europe to study. Yeah.
So as you can see, it's raining heavily, but we are still here trying to provide you with the information, that all the information that you need. So I hope that by the end of this video, everything will be clear. I know I will still receive calls, but yeah, because even some people are even asking me if I can help them to come here, which I don't have that capacity to do that. So if I understand you very well, then it means even if you don't know anyone, if you don't know anybody, you can still come.
You can
But
still
it depends
come.
on your background and how you. Oh, okay. Also, so let's see. People also think that if you get a visa and you come, then that's all. How does it look like after getting the visa? You are here. How's the situation? Do you have to go to school every day, or you have to work, or you just come and I don't know? Can you just give us some explanation or to tell us about how everything looks like after after you are here?
Okay. So in Germany, they understand what we call like the study and then the work-life balance. So they they've structured the program in such a way that if you are studying here, you can have the chance to also work.
Okay.
But there are limits on everything that you do. As a student, you cannot work more than 20 hours a week.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think recently they've increased the hours, which is around 24 to 25 hours, which I need to confirm, but that is what I've read on the internet.
Okay.
When I was even coming, I was told that it was around 24 hours.
Yeah, but you are not allowed to work 24 hours now. Meaning
Yes.
nothing has changed. Maybe
Yes,
it's just
uh-huh.
okay. We can still confirm and then
Yeah. So let's say 20 hours
Okay.
to be safe for students who are in Germany. You can work for 20 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have the chance to study and at the same time work during the semester, but you can work full time, which is like 40 hours during the semester break.
Oh, okay. Which
So-
is when you are on holidays or
Yes, you
on the break you are allowed to work the
work
40
full
hours.
time.
Oh, okay.
And then you decide when you want to go to classes. You choose the number of courses you can offer or you can study, which or you believe you can pass the exam during the semester. You don't need to choose like 6 programs because you want to finish your program in 1 year.
Yeah.
You can finish your program in 1 year if you want, but
think
I
it's
can
not
assure
advisable.
you can't because the studies here is a little bit advanced than some of what we had in Africa. So if you try to combine everything in one semester, you might not be you will not survive. Yes, because the studies here is very advanced, and then you need to put in much effort to catch up. So whilst here you can work and then study at the same time, but has a limit
Okay.
for students. Yes.
Yeah, but how does it look like as well the work? Is it easy to get a work, or because we want them to know those who are willing to come, they have to know everything. If they will change their mind or they will still come and then
So coming here and then thinking of getting a work in the shortest possible time is not possible, or it's not easy. It might be possible, but not easy. It's not that easy. It can take you like a year before you can even get a job, because I
Okay.
know people who came here and then they had to survive on a little like mini jobs. Yes,
Okay.
because getting students work was not that easy for them.
Yeah, but how are you going to survive? Taking you that long to get a job?
So-
Meaning do you pay school fees or something like that?
So for public universities, you don't pay fees. You only pay semester contributions, which is like every semester. You pay it every semester. And some universities you can pay as low as 195 euros, 190 euros. Some are even paying 120 euros in
Oh,
that
okay.
semester. Yeah, for every semester. So it depends on the type of university you are attending. And I normally advise you don't come. I'm not spoiling the job of the private universities, but I would say come with the public ones, because those ones are very easy to stay here, because you are not going to pay.
Yeah, but
you
is it
fees.
easy to get admission to?
It's difficult when you don't have good results.
Okay.
Because for my university, when I applied, they even requested the topics I studied back in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
So I had to list every single topic I studied there for them to know I can fit into their program.
Oh.
Though it's my field, but sometimes every school has a way of teaching or how they design their syllabus for students from first year to the 4th year. So they had to request for that I had to prove that I can fit into their program before I got the admission.
Okay. So, but with the job, we are still on the job. So, how does it look like? So, is it sure, or do you have to be sure that no matter what happens, you can get the job, you can pay your semester contribution, you can, or something can happen along the line that things will be difficult for you?
Yeah, so here for student jobs, normally these are on contracts. They are not like permanent contracts. So sometimes your contract might end and then they might not renew it for you.
Okay.
And then you need to search for another job, which can take like 3 months even before you can secure another job. Maybe you might be lucky because you've gotten some experience working here for some time. So it might a bit favor you. But coming here, you don't have to put it in your mind that everything is going to be easy, like you are going to get everything on a silver platter, because it's not like that. You might see people smiling on the internet. It's not everything
they are not telling the people the truth.
They are not telling you. So what I will tell you is prepare yourself that you can face any challenge at any time whilst you are coming here. This is not your home country. Be prepared for anything. But once you put in much effort, you need to. That is why in our previous video, I said that when you are going to a country, you need to research about the country before you go. Know what you are going to face, and then the things that will be easy, things that are going to be difficult for you. So before coming here, you have to know how to secure a job, like where you have to go, the website and all that. You have to read about those things. So, and then you don't have to depend on one job like that. So whilst you are working, you have to be searching for other ones. You might even get an offer which is an improved one or than what you are currently working with. So you keep on searching. You keep on searching all the time.
In case of anything.
Anything happens.
Just for backup.
They can even give you a what do you call it? A condigod. Anytime.
So, termination contract.
They can terminate your contract at any time, because normally they employ people with experience. So once you come and then they are not satisfied with your working
but
skills.
They know you're a student, so I don't know why they always want to. Anyway, that's how they do their things. So.
Because here in Germany, the reason is that here in Germany, most of their students have the chance to do internships, and then they also have the chance to work in other big companies. So normally, before they come into the working space, they have some level of experience. Unlike Ghana, it's very difficult to secure even an internship role, or some of the African countries. So once you are here, you have to be prepared for all those things. It's very challenging. Yes.
Okay, so we are still with our brother De Graft, and he's taking us through the process and everything, the struggles in Germany, and then his experience in Germany, and also educating us about how you can come to Germany as a student or to study, and then what you have to expect and what you'll be facing. We are telling the fact, as he just said. People will be smiling on the internet for you. Then you'll be thinking, oh, I have to go to Germany. Fine, you can come. If you want to come, you can come. I always tell people to come, because for me, I also shared my story some weeks ago on this same platform. You can watch it by this Ghanaian language. The hustle is not easy. I came through hustling. I'm not a student, but I always say, if you have the chance or you have the opportunity, just come, and then experience things for yourself. So, brother, you are here. How long is this course that you're doing? How long are you going to stay?
For my program is 2 years.
2 years.
Yes. For masters all over Germany is 2 years.
It's 2 years.
They just offer you a chance to maybe extend it like for another 1 year if you want. Because like I said, the studies here is very advanced, and then you need to put in much effort. So if you think studying and then working at the same time is very tedious, you have to spread the courses in a way that you can finish on time.
So how long do you have to go now? Do you have?
So for now, I have like another 2 semesters ahead. This is my because I arrived late, I couldn't join the first semester, so this is my second
okay.
semester.
Is that possible that way? You can just come and then wait and join later? Or?
Yeah. So it depends on the university you are attending. For mine, when I had the admission, the university sent me a letter that I'll add to my document for the visa interview, which they mentioned that I can arrive any time of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But in 2024, I had a school, but that one they informed me that I cannot come after that semester.
After the semester.
So it depends on the university you are attending. Normally, the big ones will just add some notes that you can arrive in any time of the year.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So let's see. What about after completing completing your course? Are you supposed to go back, or you can still stay here?
If you want, you will go back, but they have an offer for you, which is an 18 months.
Oh, an offer.
Yes.
Meaning the Germans are clever. They are
Yeah.
just giving you the chance to come here and study, and then they will snatch you from your country.
Yes,
So just
exactly.
oh,
So they will
okay.
give you a maximum of 18 months
Oh, wow.
to search for job. So once you get a job, and then they will just take
Any
you
job, or how
a
does it
job
work?
in your field. The
Oh,
the
okay.
program that you came to study, you need to get a job over there to change your visa status from student visa
What
to.
of if you don't get that same job? Can you do any other job to stay, or?
So during that 18 months, you can do any job that you have or you are going to secure.
Okay.
But after that 18 months, if you are not able to secure a job in your field, then you would have to return back to your country.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there are
Interesting.
options like you can change from that after that 18 months. If you're not able to secure a job, you can apply for those 1 year visa, like the
Normal visa. Or
how do you
open
call it?
that.
They have a particular name for it.
They often that. Or
No, I think they recently introduced it.
oh, okay.
It's a 1 year visa that you can apply for, even if you are outside Germany, to come and search for work here.
The work visa, or
Yeah,
I don't know.
kind of work visa. But that one, they just calculate your something like if you have a bachelor's, if you speak English, they calculate some little petty things. I think they run it out of 10. If you're able to get 6, and then you can apply for it out if you are outside Germany. So normally after 18 months, you can switch to that one and then still continue to look for a job. That is a kind of work searching visa.
But I know there are ways, because I know a lot of people that came here to study, and they are even doing hotel jobs, and so I don't know, maybe being a Ghanaian or an African, I think there's still a way to yeah. Okay, so thank you very much today too, and then so now you've completed your school, everything is okay, you secure your job, and then what next? If is it, do you want to stay or you want to go?
Well, I would like to stay.
You would like to stay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then meaning Germany is okay.
Yeah.
As compared to Ghana, I always use Ghana because he's from Ghana, so that's why. As compared to Ghana, how will you? What will you say?
Germany is on top. It's far gone.
Far gone, yeah.
Like it's an advanced country.
Okay.
You get everything.
No,
that
I'm
you want.
talking about in terms of job. Being a university student, a graduate, you've been to India, right?
Yes, I
You
did.
did your master's in India,
Yeah.
and then you are here doing your second
Second
master's.
master's,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. So as compared being a degree holder or something like that, I don't know how you call it. As compared to Ghana, I'm talking about in terms of job. Yeah.
So I think it's better here. It's better here compared to Ghana, because in Ghana you need to go through a lot.
Okay.
You need to go through a lot, and then even that after securing the job, I think the working conditions and
The
all that
salary.
are not that encouraging.
Yeah, but coming from a country called like Ghana, and then you had the opportunity to study there, you went to India, you are back to Ghana, and then here in Germany, at least you've studied something. Don't you think it would be better you go back to your country and then help the help the country, or you say you help the country and stay and be hungry than to?
I can even use myself as an example, because after my first master, like I wanted to work in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, I had that passion to work in Ghana, because looking at the the kind of course I did, I wanted to work in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes, because I had a lot of friends who had secure jobs in all
the
those
same
sectors.
field. Okay.
But the working conditions weren't that pleasant, and I thought because they didn't have masters,
Okay.
so I was thinking maybe me having a master's will give me an upper hand
Yeah.
to secure maybe a higher position. But after securing even a higher position, the conditions were still not
Well, you're always talking about the conditions. What do you mean if you say condition? How?
You see, sometimes you get a job offer,
Yeah.
you have a salary, bonuses, and all other things like insurance, pension pay, and all that. But in Ghana, they don't have that thing. Like you won't get it properly.
Okay.
They will give you.
Yeah, but if the salary is okay, maybe the I know there are some countries they don't, just like in Germany. If you're working every month, at the end of the month they will take some part of your money and then keep it for you when you go to
Yes.
pension. They give you. I
They
know it's in
give it.
Ghana too.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a social
Welfare,
physician or some
yeah.
social insurance, or how do you call it?
Like the
Yes,
SNIT and
yeah,
all that.
the SNIT. Yeah, I mean maybe they don't take much of your money to keep it for you. Maybe they are just giving you all your money. So at the end of your life, you are going to not even at the end of your life. Yes, at the end of you working.
Even recently, people were complaining their pension pay are not even coming in Ghana.
Hey,
Yes, because I don't know. After taking all those monies, at the end of the day, they are not even paying them. So
oh,
it's like the working.
you are working but you don't have future.
Yes, so the working conditions over there are not that favorable. Even some people can even work for 1 year without salary.
Hey,
Yeah.
how did they survive 1 year without salary?
Yes, recently I saw some of the teachers going on demonstration talking about.
Maybe
Yeah.
they are receiving some part of their money, but not all. That cannot be true.
They said
how do they
they've
survive?
worked for 18 months or 15 months and they've received only 1 month salary.
Hey,
So I would say the working
and they are
condition-
still working.
Yes, they are still working. Once you leave, you lose your job.
Yeah, but how can you work without salary? And then it's better you leave and lose the job.
That
So
is it. So I always rank the working conditions here.
when I listen to all what you say in terms of these conditions and everything you're talking about, and then it means at the end of the day, everyone that comes here to study might not go back.
Yes, a lot of them don't go back.
Oh.
Most of them don't go back. And I always say it, a time will come you'll be lacking people like the world educated ones because
I'm
they'll
giving
be
you the
living-
opportunity. Just send some message. Just throw out some message to our leaders to
Yeah.
do something about this thing, because
they will all be living
very
that
soon
kind of
they are not going to have anyone to work in Ghana again. Do you have anything to tell our leaders?
they need to improve on our work life
Yeah.
because it's really bad. Yeah.
Okay, so family, this is what the graft is saying. The government of Ghana need to improve on everything, not only about the salaries, and
education
the
system.
education system and everything,
Because some of our things that we studied in Ghana, I would say is like behind. It's way behind.
yeah,
When I went to India, studies were a bit advanced, and then I had to struggle to catch up because things are really advanced over there, and then there are things you haven't seen before, you've not done before. You have
Yeah.
to find ways and means to survive in the
Yeah.
program you are pursuing.
yeah, because when things continues like this, especially when the students comes here and they see that things are better here, then they are all going to stay without going back. And we are not going to see it now, but in the near future, we are going to see that we are going to lack a lot of people that can work. And because if I know that Germany is better, and mind you, they are not only coming to Germany. There are a lot of students. I can say that every year the number of students that leave the country is amazing, a lot. So we have to do something about it, as the graft is saying, and maybe they can decide to do or not. But if you have the opportunity to come, then you also take your decision. So my brother, I think we've done a lot. We've been here for almost 45 minutes. I don't want to take much of your time. Maybe, I don't know, students are also working. Maybe you are even just coming back from work. You need to go go and rest. So we take this opportunity to thank you once again for coming. Do you have anything to say, your last words to your family or anyone, or you want to greet anybody then?
Okay,
You
so
can end it.
I'll add this to the information about the scholarship.
Okay.
So I have a couple of videos, but I'm yet to decide to make it public or something like that. It
Okay.
actually guides you to navigate through the scholarship website. So you follow the steps to know how to apply for the scholarship, and then
Okay.
or-
You made a video yourself.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's long ago, but I don't know. I'm yet to make it public because of the kind of questions that we are receiving.
Okay.
Their websites are a bit complicated when you visit it, so
Oh, okay.
it explains how you are going to follow it step by step. A lot of scholarships.
And I think I can also give you the opportunity. You can give me a copy of your video. I'll post it on my
Yeah.
channel for you. If only you want. Then
So-
after everything, then you
Yeah.
can also watch it.
So I'll just update a little information about, because these websites keeps on updating their things and the
Oh.
requirements they want.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just make a little bit changes, and then we can make it public for you to also follow, so that you can do your application yourself.
I think that will help a lot.
Yeah.
And they will stop calling every time that for information. Okay. So is that all you want to add, or is there anything?
And then I'm also wishing everyone the best who wants to find a career in Germany or a steady path in Germany. So whatever, what do we call it? Whatever target or goal that you have, I'm wishing you the best that it comes to pass. So
Okay.
that you also see in Europe in the
Okay.
coming years.
All right then. So thank you, DeGraf, for coming. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for honoring our invitation every time. So, fam, this is the end of our show today. We thank DeGraf for coming. Thank you too for watching, and please do subscribe to our channel for us. And I hope to see you soon. We are working on the other videos, so I think we will meet. If there is anything, if we still want to know Brady Graft is here, we will still bring him to come, and maybe the next time when he comes here, he will just come and explain something different, but not on this. Of course, if there is anything that you still want to know, you just let me know, then I'll call him, then he will come. Thank you very much. This is your guy, Daniel. You can call me Kofi Babone or Danny Boy. Thank you very much for today. Thank you very much. As I always say, my advice, that one I don't have to forget. If you are here in Germany, or you are just coming, or even you are here, my advice to you always to be careful with some friends, take good care of yourself, and then stay blessed. Yeah, till we meet again.